There we go. You
Looks like we're
guys,
live.
what do you do when life flips you upside down? We're having technical difficulties clearly with my computer. I tried to figure it out and didn't. Even asked my husband, who's an IT guy, didn't figure it out. But it's truly a metaphor for life. So I'm going to take us off gallery view. Jared, I'm going to let you give us our intro and we'll just roll.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time just not giggling and laughing and enjoying every moment of this because here we are and we love doing these Wednesday wellnesses and we're talking about issues that are current and present in all of our lives, and sometimes life does turn you upside down. And so it seemed very fitting for the day that this would be something we would get to talk about. So, by ways of introduction, I'm Jared Jarvis. I'm here today with Ronai Brumett and Leanne Mason. And for all of you that are watching live, that is the question. That is the thing that we want to ask. And if you're watching this later, ponder on this and then send us a message about something that happens in your life that, one, turns you upside down, and two, something that you do to turn it back up. And we would love to be able to connect with you guys and find out what are some of the tools that you find best suit your lives for turning life back around.
Yeah, absolutely. So sometimes that upside down feeling we call life lifing you. So what do you do when life lifes you, flips you on your head, spins you around, turns you, whatever you want to, whatever you want to call it? We have lots of natural solutions. I'm going to talk about a couple different things because obviously I love my essential oils. They are my first thing to grab. I had a slightly traumatic experience with family last week that brought up some trigger trauma, and my oils were locked in the car and I couldn't get to them. When that happened, I used a lifeline and I called a friend because when like there's different things. The other thing I do turn to quite often is prayer and relying on my strengths. I knew I was going into a difficult situation, and when I prayed about it, God was like, "Just open up your book." And I had my faithfully Unleash Your Strengths book. And when I opened it up, it literally opened right to the chapter at the end. Because a lot of times when you flip open a book, and of course now I can't find it, a lot of times when you flip open a book, it's somewhere in the middle, but it was right at the end. And it was actually chapter 12, which is faith over fear. And I love this chapter because, of course, I have information, but I list off scripture after scripture after scripture where God is telling us to fear not. It is one of the most often things he tells us. So when life flips you upside down, so often we go into that fear mode. And I would encourage you to lean into your scriptures and lean into God so that you release that fear. Then lean into your tools, your oils, breathing techniques, phone a friend. So those are some of my things that I do when life flips me upside down. Leanne, what about you?
Oh my goodness, since I'm upside down, you guys get to see this, right? Same for me. Like balance is my go-to oil, right? But also when life is hectic and flipped upside down, and I'll flip it for you guys, it is adaptive. And not only the adaptive oil, which I love to rub on the back of my neck and my wrists. Adaptive also comes in a soft gel. And when you pair, I know Ronay is dying laughing as I'm talking upside down, just as what it is. And if you've got the caption on, it's captioning across my face. It's fine. So as we roll with the punches, roll with what shows up, right? Adaptive soft gels with Serenity soft gels really help those times where the anxious feelings set in or the mind chatter goes crazy. I was seriously going crazy before we went live. And Ronay and Jared are like, let's roll with it. Life happens when you're busy making plans. So, slowing down, self care is key. And sometimes you just got to take a deep breath, pray, and roll with it.
That's awesome. For me, Citrus Bliss tends to be one of my go-tos. I absolutely love that. It's what I reach for in those stressful moments. I breathe that in. But like, there are times that I haven't had my oils handy. And one of my other things that I really love to do is visualize. And I don't know if you've ever had this experience where you close your eyes, you picture that happy place, as Happy Gilmore would say, or some of these others. You picture that happy place, and there are times that in my mind, our minds are powerful, and we can create that environment if we'll give our mind the chance to do it. So maybe it's that tree, that grove of citrus, or being at the beach, or being, any number of different places that bring us joy, and in those experiences. And I will transport myself back to that experience by remembering, by really diving into, what did it smell like? What did it look like? What did I feel? What were the emotions? All of those different things that kind of tie us back to those things. And that for me has been a powerful tool to be able to address some of those things that when sometimes I haven't had my other tools handy. Also, like you said, prayer. And, one of my other favorite things I love to do is service. I'll turn it and say, you know what, rather than focusing on me at this time, and I've had lots of opportunities recently to be able to do this with the aroma touch technique, where I'll say, hey, you know what, I'm going to go do an aroma touch for somebody that needs it. And I've had people actually coming, and in some of those stressful moments of my life, presenting themselves and saying, hey, could I get one of those? And it's been amazing timing because it's not only been good for them, but it's been good for me.
Yeah, I agree. Aroma touch is one of the most beautiful ways that you can serve someone else. It's also, I gotta tell you, a little selfish. Can I tell you why it's a little selfish? Because I get the benefit of the oils as I'm applying them. Plus, we're so out of touch with people that just having that physical touch with someone in an appropriate way just a beautiful way to serve, and it's a beautiful way to connect. And so, like, it kind of fills my soul every time I'm able to give an aroma touch. So I love that, Jared.
Absolutely. So, hey, before we get done with all of this, we have to go on a roller coaster. Who's up for it?
Whee! You have to put it back on gallery view so you can see Leanne.
Whee!
Whee!
Guys, one of the cool things is laughter, right? Laughter truly is the best medicine. Find things that bring joy and laughter in. And hopefully, we brought you some joy. Private message us for your free consult. Register for our upcoming classes. Tomorrow night, we're going to be talking about the benefits of castor oil, and hopefully, I'll be right side up.
If not, I will be dying through the whole class.
I will figure it out. Now, my favorite thing is my husband's an IT guy, and he came in and was trying to do some things. And Ronay said, "Did you reboot your computer?" So I will be rebooting my computer after and seeing if I can fix it. But if not, game on. I can still work upside down.
There
I'm
you go.
talented.
Oh, wee! I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Talk to you later.
Bye bye.
Oh my gosh.